Okay, Keith, you ready? Get ready, everybody. We're going to go live right now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are live in downtown Toronto at the Free Times Cafe. My name is Lindsay Gladstone. I'm the festival director, Brian Gladstone's daughter, and I've been voluntold to volunteer at Winterfolk for the last 20 years, and we're super excited to be here tonight. This is our first stream previewing the 20th annual Winterfolk Festival. I will be your host this evening, and next year's festival dates are February 18, 19, and 20, 2022. Now, because we are live streamed, I would ask all of you in the audience to eating and enjoying. We really hope that this is going to be our biggest festival yet. Tonight we're presenting with just a few of the many artists that are going to be playing live at Winterfolk this year. Get ready for some great live music by Brian Gladstone, Tony Quarrington, Melanie Peterson, Glen Hornblast, Q&A, and Noah Zacharin. Online donations and Bonnie Gladstone, how could I have forgotten, of course. Online donations can be made on the Winterfolk website. Visit winterfolk.com/stream. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we thank you so much, the Roots community and all of us here tonight, for making Winterfolk possible. And of course, all the beautiful people in the audience, we appreciate you so much. Before we get to the show, we'd love to acknowledge and thank the Canadian Heritage Foundation for their support and contribution to the Winterfolk Festival. And now let's get to the fun part. Our first performers tonight are Brian Gladstone and Tony Quarrington. Brian Gladstone and Bonnie Gladstone, excuse me. Brian Gladstone is a world-class fingerstyle guitarist, an innovative songwriter, and an eloquent storyteller. He's been at the helm of Winterfolk Blues and Roots Festival for the past 20 years. His age is showing. Tony Quarrington. Moving along. Tony Quarrington is an award-winning producer and a songwriter and a very versatile guitarist. Brian and Tony are an outstanding roots guitar duo, with Brian contributing his signature entertaining vocals, I would call them entertaining, absolutely, and acclaimed original songs. They have exponential musical chemistry, which you'll hear in the performance tonight, and the beautiful Bonnie Gladstone will absolutely be performing her lovely harmonies tonight as well, with the boys alongside them. So, without further ado, please welcome our first act for the evening, Brian Gladstone, Tony Quarrington, and Bonnie Gladstone.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thanks to everybody for coming out. Thanks especially to David Story and Keith Holding. This is like streamed like a TV show. Our first song is called New Boy. And I wrote it when I saw my grandson walk across his kitchen floor for the first time. And I thought, what a monumental moment in the life of a young man. So this is called New Boy.
Rocked his world away. He knows how to share and give his heart away. He found a good woman to make him do his best and The boy looked into his father's eyes today. I love you so much, Daddy. How can you treat my world this way? I cannot drink the water and the smoke blocks out the day. Our children's life is our only word. Now they must save the earth. The boy made the world a better place today. Stop to plant some daisies, raise some friends to play. He knows all the rules and does everything his own way. He's part of nature's plan. We leave the world in your hands. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know you're not clapping because David said clap a lot. This song is called Don't Bypass My Heart. I wrote it for my cardiologist as well as my girlfriend, so it's a very ergonomic song. I got a lot of mileage out of it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sometimes songs take a year to write. Sometimes they take 10 years to write. And this one took 40 minutes to write. Don't ask me why. It just came out. It's called, it's for all the ladies. It's called I Want More Time in Your Dreams, which I really do. Now, this song had a lot more meaning when I wrote it, but times have changed. And I call it the Office Tower Blues, but now everybody's working from home, so I don't know. Anybody working in an office tower still? Not one person? Okay. One? Well, this song is for you then. Office Tower Blues. I wake up in the morning, take the A15 to town. I walk the walk and talk the talk. Everyone's around, but from 9 to 5, I count the seconds and the bucks. I used to like my job here, now I think it really sucks. The sales guys are sleazy, they have it way too easy, taking 2-day lunches on their hunches with the bio babes. I can see them through the window as I correlate my life. I leave everyone on hold so my coffee don't get cold. I got the office tower blues, I read the office tower news, and then Friday I go dancing in my office blue suede shoes. When I think about tomorrow, it's the same as yesterday. I just party on the weekend, drink my office tower pay. They've locked me here inside. My office only has 3 walls. They built it down the hall. Too much starch in my white collar. I'm just trying to make $1. I leave everyone. I'm just a cog in the machine. I'm oxygen deprived. They make the air inside, they do. It's full of Legionnaire's disease. I go home if I sneeze. I got rubber-necked plants filled with artificial ant. I don't want to get promoted, but with bad work there's a chance. I got the office tower blues, I read the office tower news, and Friday I go dancing in my office blue suede shoes. When I think about it tomorrow, it's the same as yesterday. I just party on the weekend, drink my office tower pay. Thank you so much, and it's always a pleasure to play with the amazing Tony Quarrington. And his job is, no matter where I go, is to keep up with me. And as soon as he learns the song, I change them on stage. Of course, the lovely Bonnie Gladstone, my sister, who has been singing with me for
forever.
since the dawn, for 50 years. And she's finally getting it right.
I'm not that old.
This song is called The Song for Everyone. It's actually my most requested song. If you know it, sing along. And it's for all of you. It's for everyone. It's for everyone who's here and also everyone who's not here. Washed away from shore, a teardrop from hell made the great ocean swell. Out of my life they did pour. Here is a song for the sadness I hold in a young mother's heart. Here is a song to remember and move on. It's a song for everyone. It's a song for everyone. Next verse. Here is a song for the sickly and soothing hands that heal. For those who cannot see in their dark reality, they find the light through everything they feel. Here is a song for the lonely and for everyone who's been down and out. That's all of us. Here is a song to carry on. It's a song for everyone. It's a song for everyone. Here is a song for my friend Bob, smiling through the venom in his veins. We've hung out since our teens, faded Levi's jeans. We're standing at the crossroads again. Here is a song for the friendship and for sharing the best times of my life. Here is a song, may lost Bob to cancer, unfortunately. Song for everyone. It's a song for everyone. Thank you. That's fine. You're done? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Brian, Bonnie, and Tony Quarrington. Can we get another round of applause from the audience for that fantastic trio? That was incredible. So Brian is going to be joining us in just a moment, but before then, I just want to remind everybody about the Winterfolk dates for next year, February 18, 19, and 20. No problem, Father. That's quite all right. You can visit the website, www.winterfolk.com, for more information. And if you'd like to make a donation, jump on winterfolk.com/stream. And we appreciate all of your donations in advance. Thank you so much for supporting the Roots community. My father's on the wrong side, so excuse me while we just do a little shimmy. Melanie Peterson will be on stage shortly. But first, we're going to be joined by Winterfolk director and founder, and my father, who's a fantastic dresser. No bias at all. Round of applause for Brian once again, everybody. Hello, sir. That was a great set. How are you feeling?
I feel marvelous. I was really anxious before, but once you get into the first song, it's a great audience, and how can it feel other than energized?
I agree totally. It's a great in-home audience and live on location audience, so thank you for that. Now, Brian, you must be super happy that Winterfolk is now in its 20th year. Tell us about your thoughts there.
Well, when we started it, I really had no idea. I wanted it to grow, but I had no idea it would get to 20 years and sort of grow every year. I started Winterfolk, I guess in 2002 or 2003, when I had applied to 200 festivals, and I got 200 rejections. So my plan was to start my own festival and hire myself, and it worked. And
We're glad you did.
every year we find paid work for over 150 artists in February, which to me is an amazing feat.
I totally agree. So obviously this has been a tough year or so for Winterfolk. Tell me about how the pandemic has affected Winterfolk this coming year.
Well, last year the pandemic was on, and we had to make a decision, and we ended up streaming the whole thing. So we really haven't been live for 2 years. I guess the issue this year is that some of our better venues are down. The pandemic, as you know, was very hard on venues. So we're going to have to probably move back to the Danforth with those venues that are still around.
Thank you for that. And what can we expect, and everyone in the audience today and watching from live at home, what can we expect for Winterfolk this year?
Well, we hope it's going to be the biggest and best Winterfolk on record. And I'm just amazed myself, if I'm allowed to say so, that we've actually lasted 20 years, which I think is amazing. No? Oh, there we go. Yay. Okay, good. And we're trying to bring back some of our original artists that played in Winterfolk 1. And we're a bit late putting the pieces together this year, but I really hope I know it's going to be the best Winterfolk we've ever had. They've grown every year since year 1.
Amazing. Thank you, Brian. A round of applause for Brian, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. Up next, we have Melanie Peterson. Melanie is one of the biggest lights on the Toronto music scene. She's blessed with a voice reminiscent of an early Joni Mitchell and the ability to imbue her vocals with authentic emotion. Melanie moved to Toronto from Saskatoon to pursue a career in acting. Shout out for Saskatoon. Between acting jobs, she picked up the Gibson guitar her father had given her as a parting gift, and that soon became the second leg of her artistic journey, songwriting and performing her songs live. She was active during the pandemic, releasing an EP in November 2020 that featured the single We Got This, a song with an uplifting message. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Melanie Peterson to the stage.
Thanks for that lovely introduction. So sometimes you leave, sometimes you get left, and sometimes there's only one way to deal with it. For me, another shot. Don't have to be best you got. Line up a couple more, 'cause I don't wanna think about him anymore. One tequila, raise your glass. Two tequila, tip it back. Three tequila, 4, 5 tequila, aching head. 6 tequila, empty bed. 7 tequila, 4 another round. Don't kick a girl, she is down. He was my favorite song. I don't wanna think about moving on. 1 tequila, raise your glass. 2 tequila, tip it back. 3 tequila, 4, 5 tequila, aching head. 6 tequila, empty bed. 7 tequila, 4. Let's see if I can drown out every memory, every dream of what could have been. I come by it honestly. 1 tequila, raise your glass. 2 tequila, tip it back. 3 tequila, 4, 5 tequila, aching head. 6 tequila, empty bed. 7 tequila, 4. Do you guys want to try this again? 1 tequila, raise your glass. 2 tequila, tip it back. 3 tequila, 4, 5 tequila, aching head. 6 tequila, empty bed. 7 tequila, 4. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I realize I'm gonna have to sing a little bit louder. Can you guys hear me, or a little bit? A little bit. Gosh darn it! I have a quiet voice. I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna finger pick this next one. So I was named after Melanie Peterson. You guys know her? Ish. Folk singer. My parents apparently really loved her. So we're gonna do one of her songs now, and if you do recognize it, please join in. It's called Brand New Key. Just play light though. I drove my bicycle past your window last night. I roller skated to your door in daylight. It almost seems like you're avoiding me. I'm okay alone, but you got something I need. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I think that we should get together, try 'em out, we'll see. 'Cause I've been looking around a while. You got something for me. Well, I got a brand new pair of roller skates. You got a brand new key. I ride my bike, I roller skate, don't drive no car. Don't go too fast, but I go pretty far. For somebody who don't drive, I've been all around the world. Some people say I've done all right for a girl. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, I asked your mother if you were at home. She said yes, but love doing that song with him. So they mentioned, Lindsay mentioned that I released an EP, and the title track was called We Got This. We released it in November 2020. And it was definitely inspired by a lot of the trouble that I think people were going through in relationships during the lockdown, deciding if you're going to stick together or you're going to break up. And so this is for all those people who are fighting to keep the marriage alive. If you don't care, why are you still here? If I'm not the one for you, why hold me like you do? And if it's time to move along, why do we talk and talk until our voices are gone? Baby, let me say one more thing, let me try to ease your mind. 'Cause you mean the world to me, and love is not a waste of time. Baby, we got this. We got this. We got so much love it hurts. We got this. I knew it from the first. Baby, we got this. If you're waiting for me to turn and set you free, you're gonna wait a long, long time. 'Cause I want you by my side. Baby, put your suitcases down, reach over and draw the shade. 'Cause I wanna remind you now of all the love we've made. Baby, we got this. We got this. We got so much love it hurts. We got this. You knew it from the first. Baby, we got this. Step away from the door and hold me tight, 'cause I don't wanna fight anymore. When baby, we got this. We got this. We got so much love it hurts. We got this. We knew it from the first. Baby, we got this.
Give me a second.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bring it closer.
Watch your feet.
Yes, please.
You're very quiet.
I'm very quiet. I'm so sorry, guys.
That's okay. That's okay. You know I live this.
Yeah, sometimes I do the Via Rail Artist on Board program where you play your way to the West Coast or East Coast, and you have to like sing, and then the train is going, and you're not plugged in at all. My voice gets very strong after that, but since I've been stuck in my apartment. But I feel like you guys can hear me better already. Yes. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this song was inspired by and loosely based on my relationship with a guitar student of mine, a young girl named Lillian. It was a dark and stormy day when I saw her standing in the rain. A young girl, hair of flaming red. It was known around she came from the troubled side of town, and folks thought it best to just leave her be. But that didn't sit well with me. Lillian, Lillian, take it from me, you don't have to be lonely anymore. Lillian, Lillian, when you need a friend, you can come run knocking on my door. Oh, Lillian. I asked her inside to warm up and get right. She could see I meant her no harm. With a furrowed brow, she climbed 3 steps into my house, and before I could say, pull up a chair, she was already sitting there. Lillian, Lillian, take it from me, you don't have to be lonely anymore. Lillian, Lillian, when you need a friend, you can come run knocking on my door. Oh, Lillian. She spotted my guitar, stared at it real hard, said she always wanted to learn how to play. I said, this is your lucky day, as the weeks flew by, like storm clouds scudding across the sky. We lit a fire so bright the world could see who Lillian was born to be. Lillian, Lillian, take it from me, you don't have to be lonely anymore. Lillian, Lillian, when you need a friend, you can come round knocking on my door. Lillian, Lillian, take it from me, you don't have to be lonely anymore. Lillian, Lillian, when you need a friend, you can come round knocking on my door. Oh, Lillian. Thank you. We appreciate that, guys. All right. Let's see how this goes. I've written a new, and I'm releasing a new EP in March, and I thought I'd play you the, what will hopefully be the single. What do you think? Let's do it. It's called Somebody's Somebody. Yeah? But not too loud with that. Okay. Still got the same phone number, still drives like a maniac, and she still leaves the porch light on to guide your way back. You told yourself you had to play it safe, and you did, but deep down don't you wish you had just let her in? 'Cause everybody wants to be somebody, somebody, and sometimes somebody is hard to find. Everybody wants to be somebody, somebody, so won't you tell me why you're wasting time? Somebody, 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 this were a movie, this would be the final scene, where you chase her to the airport, then get down on one knee. You told yourself you had to draw the line, and you did. But deep down, don't you wish you had just let her in? 'Cause everybody wants to be somebody, somebody, and sometimes somebody is hard to find. Everybody wants to be somebody, somebody, so won't you tell me why you're wasting time? Somebody, 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 somebody. Do you wanna look back and say, I could have had it all, but I was afraid? Do you wanna look back and know you could have had it all, but you let her go? Everybody wants to be somebody, somebody, and sometimes somebody is hard to find. Everybody wants to be somebody, somebody, so won't you tell me why you're wasting time? Somebody, 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 you are somebody, 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 somebody. Do you wanna look back and say, I could have had it all, but I was afraid? We do appreciate that very much. I think we're going to do one more tune for you. I believe. So I started playing about 10 years ago at the Liberty Bistro. I don't know if any of you guys ever went there. It was in the West End. They were the first venue that paid me, which was nice. And I had a fan there. His name was Ted Cowie, and he'd come to all the shows and give me feedback on my songs and encourage me. And I don't think I would have continued on if it wasn't for him. And he passed away last week. So I got to play this song at his funeral, which was amazing. Quite an honor. And we're going to play it for you now. This goes out to anyone who's ever had to let someone go. So that's everybody, I'm sure. Yeah. It's called Miss You Already. My heart races, new faces and places, how to be strong when I know you are gone. Darling, don't you worry, I will always be in your corner. Darling, don't you worry,
absolutely incredible. That was a beautiful, beautiful song. Another round of applause for Melanie Peterson, everybody. Incredible, incredible. Melanie's going to join us for a quick chat in a moment, but I just wanted to remind everybody that Winterfolk dates for 2022 are February 18, 19, and 20. And if you want more information, feel free to visit us on the website, winterfolk.com. And if you'd like to make a donation to contribute to the festival and the Roots community, winterfolk.com/live stream. Come on up, Melanie. You're welcome. Up next, we'll have Glen Hornblast, but first we're going to be joined by singer-songwriter Melanie Peterson. That was an incredible set. How do you feel, Melanie?
I feel awesome. Thank you so much. That was so much fun.
I feel all the tingles from that last song. It was really beautiful, and I apologize for your loss this week. Really lovely that you were able to play at the funeral.
It was an honor, yeah.
All right, well, I have a few questions for you. I know that you've been streaming your performances over the last 19 months during COVID, and many venues were obviously shut down for most. How did that work for you, and how do you feel now that you can play before a live audience?
Well, do you want me to hold this? Okay, it worked very well for me. I quite enjoyed it. I made new friends and fans all over the world. Some of them are tuning in right now. And but playing live again was a bit weird because I got used to not having people applaud. So at first I was like, what is that sound? And it was off-putting. But I'm used to it again. And I remember why I love it.
Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Thank you for that. Tell me about your songwriting. It seems to have improved over the years. Not that it, I mean, you said you picked up the guitar for the first time 10 years ago, which is amazing. Tell me what your system is for creating such beautiful music.
My system is like writing every day for an hour. And don't give yourself a break. And listen to the audience. They'll tell you what's working and what's not. You know what I mean?
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much for being here tonight, Melanie. And we'll hopefully see you at Winterfolk Festival in a few months. Have a great night. Thank you. Round of applause again for Melanie Peterson, everybody. All right, next up we have Glen Hornblast. Award-winning singer, songwriter Glen is one of Canada's most top tunesmiths and lyricists. And apologies, there's quite a few tongue twisters in this bio. Thank you, Glen and David Story. He's a compassionate and insightful songwriter who's won 2 Folk Music Ontario songs from the Heart Awards. That's an amazing feat. Round of applause for that, everybody. He writes in a range of genres, including folk, country, blues, and jazz music. And when he sings, Glen absolutely wears his heart on both of his sleeves. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Glen Hornblast to the stage.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the folks, all the effort that went into putting this on tonight. I'm doing the sound, someone else is doing the cameras, Brian is streaming it on his computer, so, and thank you for coming, because without the audience, there ain't no show. So thank you very much, everybody. I'm going to start off with a song that a lot of people who know my music would know. It's called Loretta. It's in C. I remember. Oh, Loretta, the heart is a wonderful thing. You can break it again and again, but the heart never dies. Just keep it inside, and you can't lose your pain in a bottle of cheap red wine. Oh, Loretta, you know I've been drinking again, staying up all night writing love songs and seeing your eyes. I guess you're surprised. Oh, I may be a fool, but I can't get you out of my mind. Oh, Loretta, I'm sorry for the things that I said. Your name's like a song that keeps going round in my head. Oh, Loretta, forgive me if I was unkind. Love is a drug, it can drive a man out of his mind. Well, I met her in a bar on the wrong side of town. She had a little room upstairs from an all-night cafe. It rained every day. Then we had a big fight and we both went our own separate ways. Oh, Loretta, I'm sorry for the things that I said. Your name's like a song that keeps going round in my head. Oh, Loretta, forgive me if I was unkind. Love is a drug, it can drive a man out of his mind. Well, I met her in a bar on the wrong side of town. She had a little room upstairs from an all-night cafe. Well, it rained every day. Then we had a big fight and we both went our own separate ways. Oh, Loretta, I'm sorry for the things that I said. Your name's like a song that keeps going round in my head. Oh, Loretta, forgive me if I was unkind. Love is a drug, it can drive a man out of his mind. Sorry for the things that I said. Your name's like a song that keeps going round in my head. Oh, Loretta, forgive me if I was unkind. Love is a drug, it can drive a man out of his mind. Oh, love is a drug, it can drive a man out of his mind. Oh, love is a drug, it can drive a man out of his mind. Oh, thank you so much. And thank you to the wonderful Tony Quarrington sitting in.
Hello.
So, boy, the pandemic put us through the ringer, didn't it? And that's why I've got my words up here. I haven't performed in 2 years and I can't remember my own lyrics. So this is a song that's really important to me. You know, we've all, probably everybody has lost during the pandemic somebody they love, you know, who's maybe died in an old folks home or maybe died at home. There's so many people that have suffered, and millions of people. This song is more about, I wrote after the death of my mother, and it's called Just Like the Rain. It's something my mom used to say. Oh, wrong harmonica. A little rusty. So, wow, we have 2 cameras tonight. This is being streamed live, so it also will be recorded. So hopefully you'll be able to listen to this at home also whenever you want. You can download it, I believe. And, boy, I'm tired of wearing masks, eh? But we still have to abide by it. So maybe you'll an A. Maybe you could try singing along with the chorus, and it goes like this. Just like the rain, we fall into the ground and disappear. Just like the rain, we live for just a moment, then we're here and gone. Just like a song, just like the rain. It comes around a few times, you get a chance to sing it. Mama, it's been 6 months since you passed away. You were in my dreams just the other day. I thought I heard you say, you know love is like the rain. Well, I know that love is like the rain. Just like the rain, we fall into the ground and disappear. Just like the rain, we live for just a moment, then we're here and gone. Just like a song, just like the rain. Your birthday just the other day. I left fresh flowers just beside your grave. Thought I heard you say, you know love is like the rain. Well, I know that love is like the rain. Just like the rain, we fall into the ground and disappear. Just like the rain, we live for just a moment, then we're here and gone. Just like the song, just like the rain. Washing dishes just the other day. From another room I thought I heard you say, you know love is like the rain. Well, I know that love is like the rain. Just like the rain, we fall into the ground and disappear. Just like the rain, we live for just a moment, then we're here and gone. Just like a song, just like the rain. Just like the rain, we fall into the ground and disappear. Just like the rain, we live for just a moment, then we're here and gone. Just like a song, just like the rain. Just like the rain. Like the rain. Thank you. Wow, they really liked it. So that's a relatively new song. I'm working on some new recordings, recording at home on an Apple computer with Logic. It's really a lot of fun. Become really good at using Logic. And there's another song that I've been working on here. Oh, jeez. That's a bit better. But anyway, if I was drunk, that would probably sound in tune. And there was a lot of bars like Albert's Hall is now it was a Rexall. Now it's something else. And there was this bar called the Winchester Tavern on Parliament Street, and it was at Parliament and Wellesley. And I wrote a song. It disappeared, It became a Tim Hortons, I think. So you can go and get your milkshake there, or whatever, your morning coffee. But this is a song called the Cabbagetown Waltz, and it has it's honoring the Cabbagetown story, but at the same time, it's sort of a anti. It's not really a Christmas song, but it takes place at Christmas. So it also has a nice chorus that you might want to sing along with. You'll get it when you hear it a few times. Christmas Eve afternoon at the Winchester Tavern. I was drinking the day away, as was my habit. Then she walked right into that bar, dressed up like a reindeer. But all I remember is doing the Cabbagetown Cabbagetown waltz, my dear. Everything seems so clear, just holding you so gently in my arms. Cabbagetown waltz, my dear. Everything seems so clear, just holding you so gently in my arms. Well, the snow was falling outside, it seemed so romantic. I bought her a beer and she whispered, "Will you be my Santa?" And the music was playing White Christmas as we danced so slowly. But all I remember is doing Cabbagetown waltz. Cabbagetown waltz, my dear. Everything seems so clear, just holding you so gently in my arms. Cabbagetown waltz, my dear. Everything seems so clear, just holding you so gently in my arms. Tony, you played at the Winchester Cabbagetown walls, my dear. Everything seems so clear, just holding you so gently in my arms. Cabbagetown walls, my dear. Everything seems so clear, just holding you so gently in my arms. Well, we drank for an hour or two. I knew something was brewing. We went back to my place for a drink and ended up screwing. When I woke up, she was gone, and so was my money. But all I remember is doing the Cabbagetown waltz. Cabbagetown waltz, my dear. Everything seems so clear, just holding you so gently in my arms. Cabbagetown waltz, my dear. Everything seems so clear, just holding you so gently in my arms. Thank you. Tony, was it like that when you played at the Winchester Tavern?
I don't remember it.
Good answer. Aha. Well, there we go. Folks, the people who put this together technically are really have done a great job, and so I hope you're all able to. I hope it's getting streamed live, and I hope you're able to see it. I'm going to invite my good friend Harp and Norm up here to play one song with me. And he's bringing his C harp, and I hope I'm in tune with you. We hope yes. And, well, this is the said song that I won the Song from the Heart Award. This is called Mary, and, well, it means a lot to me because Mary was a real person who lived on Bloor Street in the 90s, a homeless woman who was always dressed in black and was bent over at the worst scoliosis you've ever seen. And she was quite, you know, and anyway, due to the, due to some kind people, she did end up living in an old folks home to end her days. And I actually went and visited her one Christmas, maybe the year before. And she was a lot better than being out on the street, so that was good. It's called Mary. Sorry. I'm just starting it off, Norm, and then you're taking over. You're taking over. In a bus shelter at the corner of Church and Queen. She says in broken English she got nowhere else to be. She's from a town in Germany. She left before the war, and Mary's only crime is being poor. Her husband was a tailor. He had to stay behind, try to get his parents out, but Mary thinks they died. Now she spends her nights alone, freezing in the cold, and Mary's only crime is growing old. Whoa, people, is anybody carries her belongings in a broken down shopping car. Says she ain't been well for a while. She motions to her heart. I offer her a coffee and maybe $1 or $2. She says, thank you, dear. I don't know what else to do. Oh, people, is anybody free? Long as some folks have too much and some don't have anything. Mary lives in a bus shelter at the corner of Church and Queen. She says in broken English she got nowhere else to be. She's from a town in Germany. She left before the war. And Mary's only crime is being poor. And Mary's only crime is being poor. And Mary's only crime is being Thanks to Norm. Thanks, Ken. I'm going to close off. With one more. And I'm going to call Paul Terrian up to play his box. If he's here. I think he might not be. So, yes, this is called Isla Mujeres. And I went to, a friend of mine was down there this recently. But I went to an island off Cancun called Isla Mujeres, and it was sort of like paradise. It was a wonderful place. It was unspoiled back then, and I know now that they have big hotels there and everything like that. But it's called Isla Mujeres. It's in B flat. Oh, B flat. It must be this one. So thank you so much, audience, for coming out today, friends and musicians. And thank you for supporting Winterfolk, which is a very good cause. Town called Puerto Juarez. For just 1,000 pesos, you can ride with the local people to an island where the sunsets are a beauty to behold, and the sea is painted turquoise, and the nights are never cold on the island. Island women, Isla Mujeres, that's where my heart on the island, island of women, Isla Mujeres. Now the narrow streets are crowded with a busload full of tourists in their sunglasses and cameras. They're here to spend their money, and a woman from Toronto is looking for a bargain. She's loaded down with silver, enough to fill a coffin on the island, island of women, Isla Mujeres. That's where my heart is, on the island, island kid without, now a kid without any shoes on is coming to my table. He wants me to buy a bracelet for just $1, and his eyes are sad and beautiful, his face a little dirty. He wants a piece of America so he can feed his family on the island of women, Islam Muhammad. That's where my heart is, on the island of women, Islam Muhammad. So we rent a small hotel room that looks out on the ocean, while down the street in a one-room shack lives a family with 7 children. And I look up at the stars, a familiar constellation, and I see a woman crying for her children and a nation on the island of women, Islam Muhammad. That's where my heart is, on the island of women, Islam Muhammad. On the island of women, Islam Muhammad. That's where my heart is, on the island of women, Islam Muhammad, Islam Muhammad, Islam Muhammad. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Harp and Norm.
Wow, that was incredible. Thank you so much, Glen Hornblast. And special guest Tony Quarrington, and surprise performance by Harp and Norm. That was incredible. Round of applause for everybody. Now we're going to bring Glen Hornblast up for a chat in a sec, but right before we chat, Bonnie Gladstone is going to be coming around with a jug, and we thank you in advance for all of your generous donations to Winterfolk. If it wasn't for all of your generosity, we wouldn't be here today, and we wouldn't be here in February and every year coming back, so thank you so much. And Bonnie, thank you so much for walking around. Just a reminder, if you would like more information about the festival, that takes place February 18, 19, and 20 of 2022. You can visit winterfolk.com. For all of those of you tuning in online, for all of your generosity. Stand by for Q&A, who's going to be joining us momentarily. But until then, I would love to get a few words from Glen Hornblast himself. That was a great set, Glen. Thank you so much. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. It's a great night. I really appreciate the folks coming out tonight to support us.
There's actually a really full crowd here. I'm really excited about that. Glen, I know that you've been playing Winterfolk for many, many, many years in the past. What are your thoughts about Winterfolk and how it's grown so successfully over the last 20 years?
Well, it's a great festival, especially for local musicians, because there's a lot of festivals that hire very few local musicians, but Winterfolk hires a lot, so that's obviously good for me. And I've loved playing at Winterfolk every year. The one just before the pandemic was a great Winterfolk.
Yeah, sort of.
It was really good. It's 2019.
So our set's longer.
I agree totally, and I was there, and I second the notion, and we love having you a part of the festival every year.
We'll see how it goes.
We're obviously just coming out of a huge pandemic. How did the last 20 months and closures affect you playing and writing as a musician?
I didn't go out. I stayed home, and I've been recording at home on my laptop, and I really enjoy it, and hopefully I'll have some new music to release soon.
Well, we can't wait. Thanks for that. And lastly, we know that many of your songs are timeless, and I never get tired of hearing all of your great work. What's your secret? Oh, absolutely. What is your secret songwriting formula?
I know that a lot of people, have formulas and stuff, but I just write from my heart. I can't seem to write, just because I want to write a song. It has to be something that moves me.
I totally get that. Thank you so much, Glenn. It's been a pleasure having you. Have a great night. We'll see you at Winterfolk next year. Round of applause for Glen Hornblast, everybody. All right, guys. Up next is Q&A. I'm very excited about this band. They are a result of the creative collaboration of award-winning musician-composer Tony Quarrington, and actress, singer, songwriter, comedian Zoey Adams. That's like a quadruple threat. Round of applause for her. The duo's well-crafted songs range from jazz and swing all the way to folk and bluegrass, very diverse there. Clever and heartfelt lyrics are accompanied by beautiful, memorable tunes. Zoey brings to Q&A an extensive theatrical background and years of comedy and improv, while Tony brings impressive resume of musical experience that includes a Juno and more than 20 original albums. Incredible. Not many people can say that they have a Juno, or multiple for that matter. So please give a very warm welcome for Zoey and Tony Quarrington. Q&A, everybody.
It just feels good to be here without a mask on. We can sing and we can play and we don't have to look like ducks tonight. Promises are made to be broken. They say truer words were never spoken. But here's a truth that's even more profound. You never let me down. Some will say they'll walk through fire for you. Then when the heat is on, they don't come through. 'Cause the heat gives them cold feet and they just beat it out of town. But you never let me down. You're the one I can depend on, you to be there and defend a friend that's true blue. To the very end, that's you. You're the one who goes my bail, who's got my back, who'd walk on nails. It never fails, it's always you who gets me through. Some will say they love you a ton, then say the next day that you're not the one. And their ton of love is shy by a couple £1,000. But you never let me down. Yeah. That's true blue to the very end, that's you. You're the one who goes my bail, who's got my back, who'd walk on nails. It never fails, it's always you who gets me through. Fair weather friends are easy to find, but when the storm blows in, I know that you're the kind. Stand by me with 2 feet on the ground. Yeah, you never let me down. No, never. You never let me down. Thank you. Do you want to talk at all?
Do we need to talk?
We don't need to talk.
That was, of course, called You Never Let Me Down. That's actually our single, officially our single, off our new album, Demo Listen Derby.
The Demo Listen Derby. Yeah, cheaper by the pound, this music.
So here's something a little more rustic, I like to say.
Hate the word rustic. Mississippi mockingbird, singing all the blues you've heard, all the sorrows of the night, all the souls who don't feel right, laughing at the ones apart, laughing at their broken hearts. Big River doesn't say a word. Mississippi mockingbird. When I hear your sad refrain, like an echo of my pain, I know that my foolish love is the thing you're singing of, haunting me and taunting me, 'cause there's nobody wanting me, singing in a minor third, Mississippi mockingbird. Tell me, little mockingbird, that my troubles are absurd. Teach me with your mimicry, life's a silly comedy. Big River keeps on rolling still, listening to your mocking trill, with a bit of every blues you've heard. Mississippi mockingbird, singing in the minor third, Mississippi mockingbird. Big River doesn't say a word, Mississippi mockingbird.
Thank you.
Water is really awesome, and it lasts all night.
We have a little EP coming out shortly. We should have copies in maybe a week, do you think?
Yeah, timing is everything. Yeah.
And it's winter songs, not Christmas, because we've done that.
We have a Christmas album too. So Tony and I are just like insane during the pandemic, kind of to pass the time. We produced 3 pandemic albums of original, really. three albums on an EP. Before you get carried away, we did it out of my dining room. It's all one-way money anyway, so. And they're all original songs, and it just keeps happening. So this is one that we haven't done anywhere publicly yet, from the winter EP.
It's a little, I guess it's kind of a jazz tune. It's a little
Which
jazz.
one is it? Because we haven't done any of them. Oh, right. It's a slow day, it's a slow day, a get up but don't go day, a day to snuggle with the one you love. It's a snow day, a lie low day, a lazy go with the flow day, the kind of day we've pined to have more of. Turn off the phone and let's be alone, let our cares drift away, Today's one of life's little gifts. It's a sweet day, a retreat day, a listen to your heartbeat day. So stay very close and let's make the most of the time. I'll remind you once more that I'm yours and you'll always be mine. Turn off the phone and let's be alone. Let our cares drift away with the drifts. I'll keep you warm as we sit out the storm. Today's one of life's little gifts. It's a sweet day, a retreat day, a listen to your heartbeat day. So stay very close and let's make the most of the time. I'll remind you once more that I'm yours and you'll always be mine.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's next?
Give and take.
Oh, okay.
And now for something completely different.
Yeah, most of these are songs we haven't done anywhere.
That's true.
So this is another one called Give and Take.
You know, love is not a piece of cake. You gotta work real hard to keep away from heartache. Stay alert, stay awake, step on the gas and hit the brake. Oh, listen, Jake, you gotta learn to give and take.
And you better be sweet to your little cupcake. Don't just start behaving like a total flake now. Watch out, it would be a mistake to cheat or run around and go on the making your head a shake. You gotta learn to give and take.
Well, be a man, do the best you can, and try not to be a jerk. You gotta do what you do from the point of view of trying to make things work.
Don't be a fool, stubborn like a mule, set on getting your own way. A little tit for tat, a bit of this for that, and everything'll be okay.
Well, be a man, do the best you can, and try not to be a jerk. You gotta do what you do from the point of view of trying to make things work.
Don't be a fool, stubborn like a mule, set on getting your own way. A little tit for tat, a bit of this for that, and everything'll be okay.
Well, love can make you shiver and shake.
It can be like winning a big sweet
But you
steak.
gotta keep it real, some you can't pay.
It's hard work and there ain't no coffee break.
Don't moan and groan and belly ache.
You gotta learn to give and take.
It's a fact, Jack.
That's right,
Well,
Dwight.
it's true, Sue.
And it's tricky,
It's
baby.
the case, Ace.
You gotta learn to give and take.
Do your duty, McFood.
It's no lie,
That's what
slide.
you do, Stu.
That's how it goes, in the end. Then you gotta take it.
Winter warm.
Okay.
Okay.
You want to talk? I'll drink. I'll drink to that. Okay, Tony's tuning.
I think I'm.
That's the kind. Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
This is the single on our EP, and the name of the album, actually, we named the album, the EP after it. It's called Winter Warm, and this was all Tony's idea, and the idea was a Lightfoot-esque song, and I think he nailed it. It's deep and dark December, and sitting here I find the snow is on my rooftop, and you are on my mind. You're burning brightly in my heart like a candle in the gloom of this deep and dark December in my solitary room. An icy wind is whistling, and the frost crawls up the pane. My lonely soul is wondering when I'll see you again. The snow's a ragged blanket that the pale moon shines above in this deep and dark December of my solitary love. And I'll keep my winter warm, imagining your face, your body lying next to me, your tender, sweet embrace, your memory so dear to me. Give shelter from the storm. My love for you is deep and true. It keeps my winter warm. I hear a carol echoing upon the air so clear. I'd love to speak my feelings if only you were here. I need to know you understand the love that fills my heart on this deep and dark December night when we are far apart. And I'll keep my winter warm, imagining your face, your body lying next to me, your tender, sweet embrace, your memory so dear to me. Give shelter from the storm. My love for you is deep and true. It keeps my winter warm. My love for you is deep and true. It keeps my winter warm. Thank you. This is not easy to sit down and sing. Usually I'd have to be duct taped to this chair. I can put in 10,000 steps in my kitchen rehearsing, and it feels very weird to sit and sing. You know, I don't play an instrument that I know of, but it's never too late. I was thinking, no, I'd be more comfortable if someone could put the monitor on my lap to just weigh me down. Just ballast.
So here's a little song of Toronto history. Maybe up till about 1870, before they dredged the harbor, the Don River was continuous with the island. You could walk on a sandbar from the mainland out to the islands, and there was marshy water in a few small islands. And on one of those small islands lived this guy named Catfish Joe. This is real. And he spelled his name J-O. And I've always been very taken with the stories about him, so we made up this little song.
And it's going to be on our History of Toronto Volume 2 album.
That's not a joke.
No, it's not.
Catfish Joe, he lives on an island down where the Don flows into the lake.
Catfish Joe don't bother nobody. He just loves fishing for fishing's sake.
Spends his days by the marshy waters, book and a pipe and a fishing pole. Studies the clouds as they wheel and wander, looks up at night, watches the heavens roll.
Catfish Joe, he knows the river and he knows its flow.
Knows every inch of the riverside, and he knows all the places where the catfish hide.
Makes his home in a kind of a lean-to, watching the seasons come and go.
Don't do nothing that he doesn't mean to. Takes it easy and takes it slow.
Catfish Joe's got an education, knows much more than most people do. PhD in peaceful living.
He can fish in Greek and Latin too. Hey,
Catfish Joe.
The council says he's got to go.
And the worthy citizens of this town just can't abide him being round.
'Cause he smells like
Fish.
'Cause all he ever eats is
Fish.
and all he talks about is
Fish.
and he looks like
A contemptible vagrant.
and if you were to ask him his dearest wish, he'd say, I just wanna live on my island down where the Don flows into the lake. I don't wanna bother anybody, I just love fishing for fishing's sake. I wanna spend my days by the marshy waters, book and a pipe and a fishing pole. Study the clouds as they weave and wander, look up at night and watch the heavens roll.
Look up at night, watch the heavens roll.
Thank you. I think we got one more, right?
What's it gonna be?
Time for one more.
Ooh, okay. We still have 6 there. What?
Let's do Bazooka Joe.
Okay.
If you're of a certain age, and I know I am, then this song will twig a lot of memories.
It'll what? Twiggle what?
Twig a lot of memories.
It'll twig a little memory. Twig a little memory.
That's it.
Jig a little open. Rotary phone stuck on the wall and 3 spinning hands on the clock. The sweet rubber smell of a brand new doll.
And doors you never had to lock.
Mickey Mouse Club was really neat.
12 cents for a loaf of bread.
Times tables we learned to repeat.
And comic books under the bed.
Milk and eggs came right to your door.
And the mail too, twice a day.
Nobody cared about rich or poor.
Or what cars in your driveway.
In those days, dogs could walk
Yeah,
themselves.
we just ran along for the ride.
And after dinner, Mom would yell, "You kids all get outside!" Take me back in the day when the old backyard was the place to play. We didn't have to come inside, no way, till the streetlights all came on. Long summer days with buddies and buds, chasing butterflies, going on hikes, zipping around any way you like. Where's that paradise gone? Go, go, Bazooka Joe and Captain Kangaroo. Fear no danger, we got Lone Ranger and Davy Crockett too. Robin Hood was brave and good, and Mighty Mouse came through. M-I-C-K-E-Y and howdy doody do. Okay, cast your mind back. Now, we all had a compass and a protractor and a fountain pen with India ink. And in your pockets, candy rockets, gumballs, marbles, the kitchen sink. Yay! Hooray! It's hot dog day! Craft dinner on the side. The deep doo-doo we got into, but somehow we survived. And the only screens that mattered were at the movies or on the back door.
Snowball fights, they were pure delight. We played hockey, but we never kept score.
Scoop up pollywogs from the ditch.
Eat a crayon on a dare.
Leave your bike on the lawn all night. In the morning it will still be there. Take me back in the day when the old backyard was the place to play. We didn't have to come inside, no way, till the streetlights all came on. Short winter days, snow on the ground, sled on a hillside, racing down, putting on warm socks, skating around. Where's that paradise gone? Go, go, Bazooka Joe and Captain Kangaroo. Fear no danger, we got Lone Ranger and Davy Crockett too. Robin Hood is brave and good, and Mighty Mouse comes through. M-I-C-K-E-Y and howdy doody do. M-I-C-K-E-Y.
Why?
Because we liked it. And howdy doody do.
Thank you. Zoey Adams.
Johnny Quarrington!
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Wow, incredible performance by Q&A. A round of applause again for this fantastic duo. A reminder that Winterfolk dates next year, February 18, 19, and 20. And if you would like more information about the festival, jump online at www.winterfolk.com. And again, we so appreciate donations. I know that Bonnie's going to be coming around with a jug for anybody that just joined us. And if you'd like to make a live donation for those streaming at home, winterfolk.com/stream is the address there. Noah Zacharin is up next, but in the meantime, I would love to welcome Q&A up to the stage to do a quick interview and have a little chat. Hi, guys.
Hi, everyone.
That was an incredible set. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Let's start with Tony. Tony, your association with Winterfolk and Brian Gladstone specifically goes way back to Winterfolk 20 years ago. Your age is showing once again, sorry to say, sir. Round of applause for 20 years of loyalty. So as louder he can't hear it. So as part of the Winterfolk team that organized the first actual Winterfolk, what are your thoughts, and did you ever consider that it would grow annually with such velocity every year until now?
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I think myself and Brian, we were not sure that it would last for 20 years. I mean, that's an incredible achievement to keep it going with the variable resources at hand. I mean, there's no shortage of talent, but everything else, you know, the logistics and the money,
Okay with it
that's
being
just
up
been
here?
an amazing
Just picture
run.
up better
So,
when we had her down there.
you know,
It was
I look
doing
forward
so
to
good.
it growing
But up
even
here's
more.
been really good.
Absolutely. We're so excited to see you at Winterfolk 20 next year. Absolutely. Zoey, you're my next victim. Such a charismatic personality on stage. I loved your performance. Thank you so much for that. I know that you and Tony are now a dynamic duo, writing, especially songwriting team, and that you're performing on a regular basis together. What are your thoughts on collaboration with Tony? And feel free to fully divulge. And what aspirations do you have for this particular duo?
Well, Tony is a Canadian treasure and a living legend, and I feel very fortunate to be able to work with somebody who shares a brain with me. We literally, actually before we started Q&A, we worked together for 15 or more years in a duo called Paper Moon, and we did the American Songbook and had a lot of fun with that, and we still do that. But on a dare, we started writing songs, and to date, together we've written 126. 7. We have a new one this week. So yes, it's a wonderful opportunity to develop our own style, which is very eclectic. And in terms of aspirations, gee, we'd love it if people would enjoy the songs. For us, it's a treat to be able to indulge ourselves writing, and we'd love to just get our music out there. You know, that's what we want to do. And if anybody's out there who wants to talk to us about either writing a song for them or covering some of our material, we're open to that. We just want to hear it.
I love the selfless plug. Fantastic. Thank you, Q&A. You guys are freaking fantastic. Excited to see you at Winterfolk next year. Thank you so much. Another round of applause for Q&A, everybody. Okie dokie, ladies and gentlemen. Next up is Noah Zacharin. Noah is a widely acclaimed guitar master, multi-genre songwriter, and a dynamic performer. His recordings have all gained and garnered popular and critical praise, and as a soloist, he has opened for shows for Odetta, David Lindley, Dave Van Dronk, Jesse Winchester, Alex DeGrassi, and Fairport Convention. Round of applause for those accomplishments. That's absolutely incredible. Noah has performed internationally in hundreds of venues, from club to concert hall. As a producer and instrumentalist, he has performed with some of Canada's finest and appears on not 40, not 50, but 60 recordings by artists from across North America. He is also known as the King of the Free Times, perhaps coined by Judy, I'm not quite sure. But that's incredible, and I would love for everyone to give a warm welcome to Noah Zacharin. Welcome to the stage, everybody.
I'm sure I have a lot of friends out there. I can't tell, but nice to see most of you. Now bowler and a tie, a silk and satin guy, fine Italian shoes, it's Lester Brown. You hear the ladies sigh, you know the reason why. Word is out, Lester's back in town. And when he walks by, twirls the stick, winks an eye. The ladies blush like springtime on the road, steaming apple pie. Evening drawing, now won't be long before the sunset hour glows. sweet magnolia breeze and his catbirds up in the trees. A little sugar with your lemonade. You can curtsy if you please. Hear the cornet melody. Lester's back on the Basin Street Parade. And when he walks past, it happens all so fast. He lights some up like match to gasoline. And the setting sun's outclassed at how that Lester to dawn. He shines on New Orleans. So it is kind of remarkable to be here again. I can't really claim any royal status, but I certainly did my time here at the Free Times. I'm from Montreal, so I did my sort of elementary school and high school at the Yellow Door Coffee House, and then once I moved here, I did sort of postgraduate work at the Free Times. It's nice to be back. It's kind of strange for everyone, I suppose. But I'm up there right next to Melanie, I think. Did you know that? That's you, isn't it? I seem to be considering my options. Well, I wake with words I might have said, stale upon my tongue. Before I can reach the bottle, I taste everyone. In other words, I might have kept inside. Hey, call me deacon at the dawn. Sun shines bright and I can't hide. It's a good thing you're done. Gone, gone. It's a good thing you're done. Gone. Well, I never minded my life alone. I breathe easy in the dark. You came careening in overdrive with a man contented in the park. And I should have seen it coming. You quickly made yourself queen to my pawn. Your smile, it was a hollow thing, and it's a good thing you're done, gone, gone. It's a good thing you're done, gone. 'Cause we were head and tail, hare and snail, farm and jail, rock and sail. We might both be flesh and bone ones. Precious gem, one is sinking stone. Pull back, bullseye, baby's gone. you know, people, time or two, I told my life, hey, life, let's just pack it in. I was saved by the vision of my mother's face, or the sound of a guitar's string. And often still I shiver. You might be back a little further on. All's well that keeps going, keep going. It's a good thing you done gone. It's a good thing you done gone. It's a good thing you done. It's a good thing you're gone. Thanks. Well, I do love being here. It's kind of flashback, acid flashbacks, but it's actually sort of beer flashbacks. This is a song that I probably started writing right here. It's called In the Heather. Na zdrowie. Judy, thanks for sticking it out and still being here. You're a true trooper. Thank you. And I want to say hello. Oh yes, I know we're streaming, so I don't know who's watching, but I know that the across the streets are watching. They're curled up in. I moved out of Toronto. I live in the forest. And I'm so grateful and so happy to say that I only can see one neighbor, and they're the across the streets, and they're curled up in their sofa drinking wine right now. So hi across the streets. It's called In the Heather. I used to walk in the heather, counting the crows on the line, counting back days when I first met her. Wish she's still mine. Keep on walking and don't look back to where the city's in flames. Believe there's water just over the hill, flower that blooms from her name. Roll me over, rock me to sleep. I pray my mind, my memories keep. If I should lie about any heartbeat, sing at the speed of sound, see at the speed of light. You can step as slow as you're bound to, still pass through the night. Roll me over, rock me to sleep. I pray my mind, my memories keep. now you were the only ones to hear it. I think they lost the sound on the stream. So you're with me. It's the story of my life. You got it at all, or is it finished? Is the stream off? You're good? Someone shat on the cord? I can't hear you anymore.
You're getting old like me.
Yeah.
Glen sat on it.
Oh, Glenn shat on the cord. Did he do it on purpose? Okay. We'll find out. We'll beat it out of him. This is called What Have I Got to Show for It? Anyway, thank you. Yeah, it's all good, as the kids say. It is what it is. It's all good. You know what it is. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting it together. Thank you, Winterfolk. Judy, thank you. I was a participant at the first Winterfolk, and I was wearing a big brown felt hat, which I still have probably somewhere, but yeah. We'll see what happens this year. Let's go. What have I got to show for it? It's the same old story, but I once loved a girl. When I was in her arms, I was in a perfect world, and I held her for a day, short of forever, then she went away. And now the seas we swam and the skies we shared are gone. What have I got to show for it? What have I got to show for it? What have I got to show for it now? Season of leaf and pretty things. Boys and girls go arm in arm, bees buzz about the nectar and the stings. Soon the shivers on, nights blow cold and they grow long. Faded petals fall like 1,000 certain souls. What have I got to show for it? What have I got to show for it? What have I got to show for it now? Now an elegant woman wants to put joy back in my day. She wants to paint a little color on the gray face of my little pain, and I hold her in my arms, but she leaves before the dawn, without leaving even a trace of scent behind. What have I got to show for it? 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 I got to show for it. What have I got to show for it now? Thank you. I just want to show, going back to my folk roots, I'm going to use a capo. It's risky business. This is definitely a song that I started writing here at the Free Times. It was a night. All the tables were covered with red and white checkered tablecloths, and I thought that was very nice, but a little bit continental for my taste. So I changed it to blue tablecloths. I wrote this song. It's called 10 Tons of Road. Thank you very much for being here, and thanks for listening, and thanks for all, I'm glad, most of us are still alive. See you down the road. There's a blue cloth on the table, a pint or two to hold it down. You know how the wind blows wild in the dim light of this town. There's a pair of hands I held, a pair of eyes in which I drowned. Where's the paradise I've been shaking in when love made the siren sound? 10 tons of road beneath my wheels, a million miles of skies above. Cannot take me far enough to ever forget our love. I keep a couple of pieces of gravel in the heel of my left shoe. They remind me as I travel of each step I took away from you. Now there's a carving in an old oak tree my sweet edge penknife made. Where are you, my darling? It's cold, you're so cold in the shade. 10 tons of road beneath my wheels, a million miles of skies above. Cannot take me far enough to ever forget our love. Tulips there opening as the daffodil begins to wilt, and the crocus, it's just history. See this house I've built. I want to know everything, I want to love everyone. When you come to me and my money's gone, I'll buy you drinks with gold of the sun. 10 tons of road beneath my wheels, a million miles of skies above. Cannot take me far enough to ever forget our love. Thank you. And now I'm going over here.
That was incredible. A warm round of applause for Noah Zacharin. Incredible. He's going to be joining us up here in a minute or two. But before then, I just want to remind everybody that our festival dates for next year's Winterfolk are February 18, 19, 20 of 2022. And for more information, you can visit winterfolk.com. And if you would love to spread your generosity and support Winterfolk and the Roots community, feel free to make a donation online at winterfolk.com/stream. And now I'd like to invite Noah Zacharin up for a quick chat. Round of applause, everybody. Hi, Noah. That was an incredible set. How you feeling?
I'm good. Thank you.
He's feeling good. He's feeling it. Do you want to put your guitar down? We might get tangled over here. So we have referred to you, and I have personally, earlier this evening, as the king of the free times. So everyone's wondering in the audience, how long has your association been with the venue? How long does it go back? And what was your first gig here and when?
Which question do you want to answer first?
Whatever order you prefer, sir.
I think my first experience here was before I moved here. It was not all that successful. So when I moved to Toronto in '87 and started coming out to the open mic and started hosting and played a lot. So I don't remember the first gig, but it was a long time ago, and it only got better.
That makes sense as far as your title, King of the Free Times. Thank you for that. So you have absolutely been an active member of the Toronto music scene as long as I can remember personally. And looking back, what are some of the highlights of your musical journey that you can share with us tonight?
Well, you're asking the tough questions tonight.
It's my job.
So just everybody that I've ever played with, and there's opportunities. I love being a backup guitar player. And really that was my first ambition before I didn't ever really want to be a solo performer. I liked playing guitar for other people, and I did a lot of that in Montreal, and did even more of that once I moved here. And so anybody that I've ever accompanied and records I've played on, it's always been a great pleasure, to just add a little bit of coriander, a little bit of nutmeg to the broth.
I love it. Thank you for that, Noah. Round of applause for Noah Zacharin, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you at Winterfolk next year.
What's that?
We'll see you at Winterfolk 20 next year.
I think so. I think I got an invitation. Yes, I'll be there. Yes.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you so much, Noah. All right, well, unfortunately, I have to say, the evening is coming to a close. I want to thank everybody so much for being here tonight, everybody who joined us live stream, everyone who's here tonight. Thank you so much. A round of applause for yourselves, the audience, who's been so incredible in the support for this amazing preview show leading up to Winterfolk 20. I think it's really important to take some time to thank everybody who kind of made tonight possible and the festival in general. So I would love to thank Brian Gladstone, my father, no bias. Brian. He's stuffing his mouth full of falafel right now. We're at the Free Times. The food's fantastic. David Story, the producer. Thank you so much, David, for everything you've done to make tonight possible. Keith Holding. Big round of applause for Keith Holding. Mike Matsay as well. Big round of applause for him. And obviously all of the great performers and all the wonderful staff at the Free Times Cafe that made tonight possible, especially operator and owner Judy Purley. Big round of applause for Judy for letting us take over her back room and do incredible things on the stage. So thank you for that. We'll come time and again. And we'd also love to thank the Canadian Heritage Foundation for their support and contribution to this Winterfolk preview. But also thank you to the audience in this room and streaming live. We so appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Lindsay Gladstone, and we'll see you at Winterfolk 2020, February 18, 19, and 20, 2022. Take care, everyone. Thank you.